welcome back to Cooking with Claire, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make chocolate covered strawberries. Chocolate covered strawberries are one of those delicious treats that you normally get on special occasions or on holidays. I'm going to show you how to make chocolate covered strawberries so you can enjoy them year round. And it first starts with some beautiful strawberries like I have here. And I've already washed these strawberries in water and vinegar, and I've thoroughly dried them off because you don't want to put your strawberries inside of your chocolate unless they're dry, because putting water inside of the chocolate will make your chocolate seize up. So you want to make sure your strawberries are dry before dipping them into your chocolate. And you also want to make sure that your strawberries are room temperature, because if you start out with a cold strawberry, it's going to start to make the chocolate sweat, and you're going to notice your chocolate getting, you're going to notice that your chocolate starts to get moist, and you don't want that. There are a few types of chocolates you can use. You can use milk chocolate. You can use dark chocolate. Or you can use white chocolate. But today, I'm going to be using milk chocolate to dip my strawberries in, and I'm going to be using the white chocolate to drizzle over top. You want to first start by taking a baking sheet and lining it with some parchment paper. Okay, over here you see I have some water barely simmering, and I have my stove on about a 2 right now. So what you want to do is go and get a bowl for your double boiler and put that over top of your simmering water, and you don't want the bowl to touch the water. So I have an 11.5 ounce bag of milk chocolate, and I'm going to go in and pour about 2/3 of the packet in. And we're going to let that slowly melt down and do its thing. Now, if you're using milk chocolate or dark chocolate, the temperature that you're trying to get your chocolate to should be 87 degrees. When you're melting your white chocolate, you want to melt your white chocolate to a temperature of 84 degrees. And that would allow you to get a nice even coat on your strawberries, and it won't be too thick and it won't be too thin. So I have this thermometer here that I'm going to be using. Now this starts out as a slow process, then it goes pretty fast, because as you can see, the chocolate is already starting to melt. If you get your chocolate too hot, what you can do is go ahead and add some extra chocolate chips in, and that will cool your chocolate back down. Alright, once that chocolate begins to melt, you want to actually take it off, because yeah, we're at 87, so I'm going to take this chocolate off. Alright guys, now here comes the fun part. So what I normally do is I'll take all my chocolate and scrape it to one side of the bowl like this, just to make a little puddle of chocolate. I have my parchment paper with my pen up here at the top. So what you want to do is grab your strawberries by the leaves like this. And you want to go ahead and dip your strawberries in, roll it around, and pull them out. Just like that. And you're going to set that off to the side on your parchment paper. And you want to keep going. Dip, roll around, pull out. If your chocolate starts to get thick on you, just go ahead and put it back on that double boiler and warm it back up. I'm going to continue to dip these strawberries in this chocolate, and I'll be right back. I'm all finished dipping my strawberries in my chocolate, so I'm going to leave these out on the counter to cool. You don't have to put these chocolates inside of the refrigerator to cool. you can just leave them out on the counter, because if you put them in a refrigerator, you have more chance of moisture, and once again, you're going to make the strawberries sweat. So just go ahead and leave them out on the counter. I'm going to give these about 15 minutes to set up a little bit before I drizzle my white chocolate on top. If you want to go ahead and maybe put some decorations on, like nuts or something like that, you can go ahead and do this process now if you don't want to drizzle the white chocolate on. And I have some almonds here, and crush up some almonds and put some almonds on top like this. You can do that as well. So you don't necessarily have to drizzle chocolate on top. You can get creative and do whatever you want to do. Alright guys, so I'm going to go in with my white chocolate now. And I'm not going to be using a lot because I'm just going to be using the white chocolate for decorations. So I'll probably have like a 1/4 cup here. And we're going to do it the same way we did the other one. And this seems to be melting pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is take this off of the double boiler now and just hand mix it like this until everything is incorporated. Alright guys, so that chocolate is melted. So I'm going to show you guys how I decorate my chocolates with the white chocolate. So I'm probably going to leave 3 plain ones and decorate 3 with the white chocolate. So this is how you want to go about doing it. So I have a bag here, and what you want to do is roll the bag down to this point right here, and you want to take this chocolate, the white chocolate, and pour it inside of the bag. Alright, so I've poured that chocolate into the bag, and you see it's all formed at that tip right there. So I'm going to roll the top of the bag back up, and now we have it like this. Now you want to take some scissors and just cut a tiny hole in the tip like that. And what you want to do is take that chocolate, let me bring you in closer, from the bag. You might want to start it off over here, and then once you got the hang of it, you want to go back and forth just like that over top of your chocolate. And you want to do it again, back and forth, making sure you get the sides. And we're going to do one more. Let's do this one. And we're going to go back and forth just like that. Now we're going to continue to let these chocolates sit out until they're totally hard. Alright guys, so it's been about an hour, and as you can see, our chocolate is fully hardened. And here's the back of it, and here's the front of it. So what I have here is some cupcake trays like this. Just some little cupcake trays. I'm just going to fill each cupcake liner up with one of these strawberries. Alright guys, so I'm all finished, and this is the end product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this recipe. If so, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and make sure you put on your post notifications so you know when I upload new videos. I'll see you next time. Bye!